So if you take it serious, you can do the same thing we both did. But let's talk about ACN. You look at box one. Shows that ACN got started in 1993. We can agree that wasn't last week.
Right.
So this meeting that started 36 minutes late in College Park, Maryland, we can agree this meeting today is supposed to start ACN. We're already doing business in 23 countries before the doors open. We'll do business in 65 plus countries over the next 3 or 4 years. So it's up to you to decide what part of the company you want to be in, get paid side or to watch other people get paid side. It's up to you. That's the decision you have to make over the next 30 minutes. ACN is a home service provider. You guys know people that pay bills?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We sell bills. That's all we do. In a nutshell, we sell bills at a wholesale rate. If you go to box 2, it shows that we deal in service. You buy a product up front, you invite people over to your home and you try to resell it. Like a Mary Kay, like an Amway. Pills, potions, lotions, right? What's the body magic, right? Make you look perfect, you know. But in order to make money in this company, you can agree to make money next month. You gotta hope that they wore the girdle out, or they burnt the candle, or they drank all the magical juice, because you gotta sell it again next month to make money.
Yes,
And
sir.
who's in the sales? 2 people. So I guess everybody else isn't into sales. So maybe you were like me. When I first saw ACN, I had just graduated college. I majored in accounting because my mom told me to. Anybody ever did what their mom told them to?
Yes, indeed.
That was me. That was me. She said, major in accounting, everything needs an accountant, whether it's, the FBI or business, they all need accountants. So why don't you major in that? I said, no, I'm a major in basketball. But in order for me to play basketball, I did have to pick an educational major. So it just happened to be accounting because that's what she told me to do. She was the first person I met when I was born. She was the first person. And that point on, everything she said was golden to me. So when she said, hey, major in accounting, I did it. When she said, don't quit basketball and keep playing, I did it. But when I graduated, basketball ran out. I wasn't good enough to go pro. I wasn't like that man over there, but I tried to stick with it. It just didn't work for me, and I had to find something different. And we had a talk, and she said, "Everybody gets a job," and I said, "Not everybody. Everybody doesn't have a job." And she said, "Well, you have to get one. Sally Mae's knocking at your door." And I said, "Mom, well, if you just lost $200 grand in your retirement, why would I walk down the same street you did?" So I got involved with ACN because my friend was in. Who was invited by a friend? You should get in. Your friend invited you out today because they want you to make more money this year than you did last year. They didn't invite you out because they want to make money off you. They want to make money with you. Is that okay?
Yes.
Back to the services. The first service we deal in is home phone service. Does anybody know somebody with a home phone?
Yes, indeed.
A home phone. Well, we don't have the video phone, but if you look at box 2, you also see the video phone. We deal in new technology. They call this a shift in wealth. Because most phone calls you make today, you can't see the person that you're talking to. Unless you got an iPhone. You got a cell phone with a camera on the front. Anybody have an iPhone? You got a camera on the front, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you order it like that or it came like that? So whether you were ready for it or not, it was going to happen.
Right.
So she's participating in the video phone revolution without even knowing it. Here's your chance to get a piece of the pie. Just like when we went from Walkmans and CD players to iPods. Somebody made money, right?
Yeah.
It just wasn't you. So here's your chance. Here's your chance to make money. Next service we deal in is cell phones. I would dare to ask who has one cell phone. Most of you probably have 2. And we can agree if you left it here today, you come back and get it today, right?
Right.
So if you can make money on something you have an emotional attachment to, wouldn't it make sense to make money when you pay a bill that you want to pay?
Yes, sir.
We do upgrades, we do add-lines, everything you can do in the kiosk at the mall, in the store, you can do through us. We do business with Verizon, T-Mobile, and Sprint. You've heard of those companies, right?
Yes.
We also do business with a prepaid company called Flash Wireless. Because some of us have friends and family who, when they get credit check, they run. That's the truth. And some of them just don't like contracts. We have our own company called Flash Wireless. We also do TV service. Who watches TV?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes the TV watches you. Either way, you get a bill for it. We do business with Verizon Fios, DirecTV, Dish Network. We do Comcast Internet. We do Comcast TV, Comcast Cable in the next few months. So there's not any form of cable TV, satellite TV that we don't offer in the United States. Everybody watches TV, right? So we can show them a savings, but they want to hear the rest of the conversation. Of course they would. The next service, home security. Who has home security? Thank you. Who has home security because you live in a good neighborhood? You want to protect yourself. up, right? Well, who has home security because you live in a bad neighborhood? Either way, you have home security. Right? We offer it through ADT and a company called Vivint. But more importantly, we do gas and electricity. When I got involved, it was TV, phone, internet, and cell phones. I was excited because I knew people that paid those bills. But when I heard about gas and electricity, my gosh. You ever heard of a company called Pepco?
Right.
A lot of you pay Pepco, right? But you don't have these devices in your house called lights if you don't pay Pepco. You heard of a company called BG&E?
Yeah.
You
Yes,
know that
sir.
through ACN that you can pick your own supply. So if you were to partner with the company, everybody you know that pays Pepco, everybody you know that pays BG&E, you can show them some savings on the bill. Pepco will still bill them, service them, everything they've done since day one. And you can make a piece of the bill. It's called deregulation. It's a government policy. Not just the ACN thing, it's going on throughout the globe, it's going on throughout the United States because the government said it's unfair if one company can offer a service that everybody needs. If you didn't know, ACN got started off long distance deregulation in 1993. Anybody here pay a long distance bill? How much is your long distance bill?
About $70.
About $70, okay. Is your gas and electricity bill $70?
Okay.
So in 1993, people got rich off 10% off a $70 long distance bill. And some people saw value in it, some people passed the opportunity, just like some of you will pass this opportunity. But here today, you sit in a room where they're deregulating gas and electricity. So the same work ethic it took to get rich off a $70 long distance bill, we're putting that same work ethic into getting rich off of a gas and electricity bill with the payouts high. So imagine where you could be 10 years from now if you get started today. We're not looking for people who need to pray on it. We've been praying. It's already here. We're looking for people who see opportunity. Box 3. This is how it works. This is why this is a business. Sprint, Verizon, T-Mobile, all these companies advertise. It costs money. Any traditional business owners in the room? There's one. Anybody else? You own your own business? What type of business? Say it again? What's the name of the company? Okay, how long have you been in business?
6 years.
Okay, over those 6 years, have you been able to run a commercial on NBC, CBS, no commercials? But if you did run a commercial on TV, your rates would go up, right? So, what do you think happened when Verizon, came to us and we said, hey, look, we can bring you hundreds and thousands of new customers. Don't pay us any money up front because as a business owner, they spend money to advertise. Well, we already have a network of people that know people that use the services that you have. We'll bring you new customers where you don't have to advertise. Pay us once they pay the bill. So, real estate. If I came to you and said I have 335 independent business owners with ACN who need real estate services, I said, hey, look, I'll send them to your website. I'll send them to your company. We'll bring you new customers. Don't pay us anything up front. Pay us once the people that we bring you pay for your service. Would you like that? Of course you would. Because this money's locked in. So that's why all these companies love us. We're not in competition with Verizon and Fios. They love us.
Right.
Because they don't waste any money when we do business. And every customer we acquire is through a relationship. So when I got my mom as a phone customer, it wasn't off the savings. It was because I was her youngest son. So it wasn't really a sale. It was a situation where she had to get the service. Or she would have had one less son. Just think about the relationships you built over the last amount of years you've been on the planet. Just think about all the relationships you've built. And just talking to them about this. Box 4 is how we get paid. We get paid residually. I went to go see the Kevin Hart movie, Act Like a Lady. And during the previews, I saw a movie that Whitney Houston was in, and I was like, she's deceased.
Yeah.
But she has a movie coming out this summer.
Right.
And she signed a contract to make money when she shot the movie. So now that she's deceased, somebody will still make money from what she used to do. I think the daughter's name is Bobby, right? Bobby.
Bobby singing.
Bobby. I know the father's name is Bobby. But Bobby, the daughter's name is Bobby. So Bobby, the female daughter, will make a piece. But really, though, Bobby will make money off what her mother used to do. And if Whitney was here, she would make money off a film she used to make. That's it, right? But anyway, Whitney Houston records songs as well. And she sold a lot of records when she passed.
Yeah, she did.
That money goes to her daughter. It's called a royalty in the entertainment business. Here it's called a residual. Any customer, any small business, any family member you get on any of the services, you can make up to 10% of the bill. You can make the full 10%, sell 25 services. Not per month, not per year, just sell 25. You guys have TV, phone, internet, cell phone, right?
Absolutely.
So you're one customer with multiple services.
Right.
So you don't have to get 25 customers, get 25 services. So if you're a guest, remember that, 25 services for the life of your business. I've been in for 26 months, I've sold 44 services. If this was sales, I probably wouldn't be in front of the room right now. That's why this isn't sales. But let me show you what's even more exciting. Get paid on customers you'll never meet, never see. Box 5. It's called overriding residual income. Traditional business owner. How many employees you have?
6.
How many employees you have? 2. All right, so he's leveraged 1/2 financially, 1/6. So if you look into box 5, this is where the dreamer comes into play. The person who really wants to make this big, the person who wants to have multiple levels of success, the person who knows a lot of people, the person who just wants to change their situation because their situation is so bad, the person who's just flat out busy. Because as adults, we're all busy, right?
Right.
And we're all busy because we make linear income.
Right.
We give 8 hours, we get paid for 8 hours. We give 14 hours because it's overtime, they'll pay us double. But the following week, we don't get paid for the 14 hours. The following year, we don't get paid for those 14 hours that we put in last year. That's called linear income. That's why my mom was in the situation she was in, because it was just linear income. There was no way for us to recover the 200,000 because it's only 24 hours in a day. So I got involved with ACN, and I had a home meeting, and 7 people showed up. 2 got in. Those first 2 people fell on my level 1. It was my best friend, and it was one of the employees at my dad's store. Every customer they acquired, I made a 0.25%. You following along with me? All right. Well, they had a home meeting. They introduced it to some people. And 2 years later, there's 335 individuals on my team that have their own personal website. And they make up to 10%. I make up to 8%. But it started in my living room with 7 people. I didn't know it would grow to Switzerland. I didn't know it would grow to Canada. I didn't know it would grow into the 14 different states I do business in. I just knew in Fort Washington we needed some extra money because my mom lost her retirement.
Right.
So if that's you, you just want a different life. You just want you want to be rich, and you just want some enhancement in your life. You want to get some of your time back. You need to be leveraged. You have to be leveraged. That's why Donald Trump is so rich. He's leveraged. And if you work a job, that's probably why you hate it, because you're leveraged. You're being leveraged. You're being leveraged. Next box shows you how to get started. Box 7. Company's going to give you a website. So you don't have to be this individual who knows all the rates, knows all the plans, you know how the gas and electricity works. Just send them to the site. Based on a relationship, they'll go to the site and they'll shop. ACN is going to host it. ACN is going to update it. Everything that the traditional business owners do, ACN will do. You have a personal website? You have a website?
Yes, sir.
And you pay to host it, right?
Yes, sir.
You pay to talk to the person who will update it for you.
Yes, sir.
ACN is going to do all that. All of it. You have a website, right? Your website looks like mine. This is private franchising. Everything is the same for everybody. Even playing field. It's $499 to get in. That's it. I know I lost some people already. But I was lost when I heard it too, because I didn't have it. But 200,000 in the hole with my mom, I had to go find it. So I'm looking for the person who wants to go find it. You know, this gas and electricity deregulation was called the largest transfer of wealth. You guys know what a transfer is, right?
Mm-hmm.
You in college? You in college? You went to college?
Yeah.
Okay. You in college? You went to college? You in college? What school you go to? Okay. When I was in college, I would ask my mom to transfer me money to buy books.